35 right now. New details just into the Crown 4 newsroom right now. We have the latest coming out of the Johannes Mehserle arraignment, the former BART police officer who is charged with murder.
The Crown 4's Dan Kerman is at the courthouse. He's live on the phone right now with the latest. Dan?
Well, yeah, Mehserle was in court for 15 minutes for his arraignment. He pleaded not guilty to the murder of Oscar Grant. They had set several dates in this trial. First of all, October 13th will be the trial date. At the same time, Mehserle's attorney indicated that he will not only seek a change of venue, but he will also challenge the decision in the preliminary hearing to bind Mehserle over for trial. As a result of that, two other dates have been set. One is July 24th. That will be to hear his challenge to the decision to bind him over for trial. There will also be another hearing, this one taking place on September 11th, to look at a possible change of venue motion. The judge during the trial asked Michael Raines, who is Johannes Mehserle's attorney, if he had indeed given quotes to a local newspaper over the weekend challenging Alameda Superior Court, as well as discussing the change of venue. After Raines reviewed the article, he said yes, he had done that, and the quotes were accurate, and the judge admonished both sides, telling them that a gag order is still in place and they need to be very cautious going forward as we get closer to a trial date. Mark, Daria?
Now, you said you're waiting right now for the family, for Mehserle's family to come in, or for Oscar Grant?
No, we're waiting down here for the family of Oscar Grant. They were in the courtroom today, and we were waiting for the family to come downstairs to speak with reporters. We're also waiting to see if Michael Raines, who is Johannes Mehserle's attorney, is going to come down and speak to reporters, though we would find that to be doubtful, especially after the admonishment by the judge during the hearing today.
Yeah, so the judge telling everybody to stop talking and shut up. But then I'm wondering, did you get a feel for the change of venue thing?
We didn't get any specific change in venue other than the fact of what Michael Raines has been saying all along. He doesn't feel like his client can get a fair trial in Alameda County. In quotes to the press, he says it's for two reasons. One, he doesn't feel the public can get him a fair trial. Plus, he doesn't believe in the judiciary here in Alameda County. He didn't make any of those statements in open court today, but he's made those statements to the press in the past.
So where does Michael Raines stand right now as far as the challenge to the actual charge of murder in this case?
Well, Raines has said that he plans, it's called a 995 hearing, and it's during that hearing that he will challenge the decision in the preliminary hearing to hold Mehserle over for trial, and they will hear, he said he should file a motion within the next few weeks, possibly in 3 weeks, and then they will hold a hearing on that challenge on July 24th.
Okay, so right now, July 24th, a challenge to the murder charges. September 11th, a hearing for the change of venue. And if that's not successful, we're looking at October 13th for the trial date.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much for that update this morning, Dan. And Crown 4's Will Tran continues with this story in our team coverage. Like the other hearings, this one has also been met by a lot of protesters. Will Tran has more from outside the courtroom.
To kill the youth, to criminalize the youth.
Even though Johannes Mehserle will be tried for murder and not manslaughter charges, protesters are still in front of the courthouse. They say they do not trust the court system and demand an eventual guilty verdict.
Harass them for standing on the street corner.
Because of all the publicity, it's believed that Johannes Mehserle's attorney will file a motion to have the trial moved outside of Alameda County. Attorney Michael Raines also plans to file a motion challenging the judge's ruling that there's enough evidence to try Mehserle on murder charges. Mehserle will be the first California peace officer in nearly 15 years to stand trial for a line-of-duty killing. In Oakland, Will Tran.